That's loud too. Okay. So everyone was able to get the materials okay and
Yes.
and start the start the review process. Okay, cool. Um, Let me share some things. Oops. Can everyone see this or no?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, cool. Okay, so this is our website for planned acts of kindness. So has anyone been here before or not yet? Anyone seen this?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is one of our. Okay, let me let me give you a quick background. Okay, so um, I originally started my first nonprofit, which was called 16 Things Kids Can Do, uh, over 10 years ago. And um, it wasn't really just for kids because, in terms of youth, it was for kids of all ages because no matter how old you are, right, your parents still think of you as a kid and they always want what's best for you. So the thing is, we had programs that are designed to help kids of all ages. Okay. Then in November of 2016, um, after the election that happened in the United States, I felt that we were going to go down a path in this country that was going to become more divisive and it would not benefit people's quality of life. So out of 16 things, I formed an, programs for something called planned acts of kindness, not random acts, but planned acts, because, right, random acts are fine, but they don't have any staying power. Okay. You need things that are scalable, you need things that can really make a difference on quality of life. And then Planned Acts became a nonprofit. And in 2019, I was contacted by Simon Property Group, which owns the largest property owner in the United States. They own the malls. Okay. So they own, the places where you have 250 stores, in a building, and they own more malls than anybody in the country. Okay, and they found out about my organization, and they thought it was great, and they wanted me to do a program for Earth Week, and I said sure. Um, so I created for Earth Week One Planet, One People as the theme. And instead of doing one day, we did a week-long event at the largest mall in New York State, and it was a tremendous success. And out of that, I started to create additional programs, and we started to have some really great success until the pandemic came. And the pandemic wiped out everything that we were working on with other, in collaboration with other organizations and even governments and things like that. And I also got long COVID uh, during the pandemic, and I still have it, unfortunately. My long COVID, just so you know, I have headaches 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's called daily persistent headaches. And if you've ever had migraines, they are considered worse than migraines. So I deal with that, making some progress after now. In March, it'll be 4 years. Um, but since, like I said previously, with the pandemic, we decided to shift and not just work on a small scale with individual organizations, but really go big with institutions. Okay. And one of the first areas that we're working on is in Southeast Asia. And what you see on the screen that's scrolling in the carousel is one of the projects that we're working on. They're called Sustainable Development Communities. Okay. And we are working on finding the land. We're working on getting the partners with the institutions. And very shortly in 2025, we're working on getting the additional funds, right, to build these 300-acre communities that will employ over 3,500 local residents and work as incubators really for the entire country while supporting sustainable business, tourism, and education. Each center has an incubator, it has an educational center, the Benjamin Da Vinci Institute. So if you ever wonder what are some of the seals and things like that behind me on my screen, right? Those are just some of the other organizations that are part of what we do. So there's the one book, which eventually you'll get to know. That's a book I wrote that goes into the reasons why we need to do these things and the 40 plus programs that we have. PAC is actually the acronym for Planned Acts of Kindness. Threshold Architects and Sustainability Partners is our collaborative partnership with the organization that developed the sustainable development communities that you're looking at. Okay. The seal on the top right, top left, depending on which way you're looking at this, is the One Planet, One People seal. Underneath that is, right, our CSR Benefits Hub. And then underneath that is the Benjamin Da Vinci Institute. And that is part of Arcadiadom, but also can exist separately. And there is I don't know how long it is. There's a 140 plus page PDF that goes into the educational programs that will be available through the Benjamin Da Vinci Institute, and that's what like the government of Vietnam is looking to put into their school system throughout the country, and that's one of the things that you may be working on in the future. Okay, so that's a little bit of history. Yes, so you all good? Okay, so next, let's see here. Okay, so at One Planet, One People, and you can go through this, okay, and you can learn more whenever you want. There's information on the books. There's a whole section on the work-life balance, right, course, okay? And you should read this section because this is what actually you're working on. So this is like the forerunner to what the website became. So you click on learn more. And this is your company's future success depends on the programs and initiatives you enact now. Okay, so this goes into companies face a critical problem, but quality recognition programs, right, can have tremendous impact on the company's success. So this is a quick, right, introduction and letter from me. Read the full letter. Okay. And then who is this program for? Stakeholders, employees, shareholders. Okay. And then here's a whole list of benefits. And what did I say? You don't have to memorize anything. You don't have to become, don't get another MBA degree, right? in what we're doing right now. Okay. You have to know about these things. Okay. So through this course, you can achieve the following outcomes. Okay. This is really important, right? Because these are the benefits. So regardless of education, income, or success, most employees require supplemental career skills. These are things that I talked about before. Okay. So over the past decade, we developed over 40 plus programs, books, courses, workshops, events, and initiatives designed to engage and inspire people of every race, religion, nationality, age, gender, experience, education, or income. And these go into some of the programs. So during the CSR course, okay, what people are going to do when they come in, management, HR professionals, right, whoever the company wants to send in or the organization wants to send in, okay, they're going to go ahead, and these are just different books actually that are available. So they're going to learn our project management system, which I'll get to in a second. So by participating in the work-life balance, you'll learn the systems you need to properly improve company culture, right? Optimize HR recruitment and retention, lower the cost and exceed HR and CSR goals. And these are all measurable. And then we talked about the PMORO system. PMORO stands for project management. Okay. And then the 4 components to project management: objective, research, outline, and spreadsheet. And you'll actually learn how to do this yourself as time goes on. So before you start any project, you should be writing out what the objective is that you want to achieve. You're going to have to learn how to research in order to achieve that objective. You're going to have to learn, when you research, how to analyze information, how to synthesize that information, and then how to outline it properly. When I showed you the action pack, which are the step-by-step guides that you use to govern your work, that's an outline. Okay, that's information that's right, synthesized and analyzed in order to help you guide you on what you need to do to be successful. And then, right, from that, you can create your action pack and you create your spreadsheet that helps you manage your tasks. So this is what we teach also in the work-life balance course, okay? And then, right, there's a breakdown of what goes into the course. So during the course, they're going to have a live integration of one of our programs. So they'll get a choice of what they can work on. And just like you, when, they might be working on a book, right, that has to do with the SDGs, and they'll go through a similar process, okay, of doing research, contacting experts, right, inviting them to interviews, doing the interviews, right, working on getting sponsorship. So they can see what it's like to go through that process. And then by the end of the course, they'll have become familiar with, right, a whole myriad of different programs that we have, and they'll have made, right, the selection on which programs they want to bring back into their organization. Okay. So, and then this is a whole frequently asked questions guide. These are testimonials. Okay. Okay. So, okay. So that is at plandax.org. Okay. So I wanted to go through that real quick. And then, of course, right, we have also the CSR Benefits Hub website, CSR. Let's see. All right, Zoom is in the way, of course. So you should link, right, both of those. Okay, so this is, information as well. And it goes into the mission and vision, work-life balance, right? Benefits for organizations. Again, right, the specific, right? HR benefits, management benefits, corporate culture benefits, work-life balance benefits. Okay. Company and employee course benefits. So what do you think of this information and these websites? Any comments, anybody? Speak up, speak up, speak up. This is your chance to say some things.
Okay.
Everybody's very quiet.
Yes. So it depends on the material that we are about to promote, or we will choose a topic or something.
No, the topic is for the book. Okay.
Okay.
There is no topic for the course, right? The course has a set, right, specific agenda. So the thing is, for the course, okay, what you want to do is you're going to choose and you're going to get info link from me that is going to have a little bit later today, which is going to have some topics, or excuse me, not topics, some industries on it. Okay. So the thing is, you're going to choose what industry you want to go into in order to make connections, right, on the phone through LinkedIn, right? So if you know what those are now, okay, you can you can put your, couple of choices in the chat. So put your name, right? Put the choices of the industries that you're interested in. You can list even, at least two, right? You can list three if you want, because some might not be in the direction yet that we want to go. So list the ones that you're interested in the chat first, and then I'll be getting back to you a little bit later today. And one of the things that we'll be preparing possibly is a list of contacts that you can work with. But also, right, you all have LinkedIn accounts. If you have a LinkedIn account, put that in also. At the same time, you're under your name, okay? Because you're going to use your own LinkedIn account when you have outreach to do from the organization. You're not going to use your personal email. You're going to use admin at oneplanet-onepeople.com. Okay, so we'll give you access to that email. Okay, and you'll also have to have a signature lines created with your name, your title, okay, and then also some company information as well. Okay.
We will be using a template for that, right? When
Uh,
contacting them.
no, you won't, because the thing is that they don't the system doesn't allow us to create more than one template. So because it's personalized to each one of you, you're going to have, right, not a system-based template, but basically an offline template that you copy and paste in when you want to go ahead and do it. Okay. So in other words, if it's the same thing, if I want to send out, let's say really quickly, 6 customized emails to different people, I'm going to copy and paste information into each one and personalize it. I'm not going to use our big email program where I've got to set up a template in order to do that, right? And then feed in a CSV file. You're familiar with the difference between CSV and Excel?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not going to go through the hassle of uploading a CSV, matching, right, all the fields, right, and then designing the email. Just too much work for. So in this case, right, you'll have a signature, which you can call a template, that's fine, but it won't be embedded into the system. That will come up automatically because everyone's using the same email right now. And you're going to customize it. Okay, so you understand that?
Okay, so we don't have like individual company email yet.
You're on a trial basis. We don't have an individual.
Okay.
We're not going to set that up right away because
Okay.
right, it's okay. So let's see. Um, let me check the chat and see where we're at. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to put in your information in the chat about what industry. If you want to say it out loud first before you put it in there, right? Just go ahead and say, right, what you'd like to go ahead and what industries you'd like to focus on. You know, you can also say, right, you know the difference between a generalist and a specialist in, let's say, HR or in work. A generalist covers a multitude of different things. Okay, a specialist, right, has a particular area of expertise, let's say. So this is also used in HR management. So the thing is that we're saying you have the ability to specialize in particular industries where you have a background. If you don't have a background and you're interested in keeping it open, you can just put in, right, generalist, right, under your name, and we'll assign you some things to do initially. Okay. Got that?
Yes.
Okay. So the next thing that I want to do is I'd like to give you the opportunity to practice the talk that you would do for inviting someone to take the survey. Okay, so you got that spreadsheet yesterday where it has right, the talk on there. So who would like to volunteer and do that talk now? This is a chance for you to get some feedback on how you're doing it. And don't be shy because, right, you're going to have to practice this, you know, before you actually start making your calls, right? You should be reading it out loud, saying it exactly like you want to say it. You want to smile when you're talking, okay? And you want to make it a little bit, you know, interesting because you want to be a little bit enthusiastic about it, because otherwise, how do you expect other people to be engaged? So don't read it in a monotone, right? And when you start, it's got to be the same way as when you finish. So in other words, right, when I'm doing a trade show and I'm there for 12 hours or whatever, from the first one that I do in the, you know, in the morning, right, at 10 o'clock or whenever they open, right, to the last one I do, right, it's exactly the same. There's no difference. Okay, so you want to go ahead and keep that level of energy up that projects, that causes other people, right, to be interested in what we're doing. Okay, so I'm also at the same time keeping an eye on the chat. Okay, and I don't see anyone who's put their information in the chat about what industries they want to focus on. Are you having difficulty with that?
Can we wait for your link that you're gonna send our email
Yeah,
so we
but
can choose? Maybe there's a lot.
okay, I'm just gonna, sure. But I have a couple of meetings. We'll try to get that for you within a couple hours. Okay, so if you want to wait for the link, fine, right? But I want to hear it, right, in the few minutes that we have remaining, because I got another meeting I got to skip out to. Someone at least do the talk. Okay, so you have the, thank you, Lynn. Lynn sent the information. Okay, the nonprofit industry, right? It might be tough for them to go ahead and do the course initially, because they're always strapped for funds and it's a paid course. So the thing is, they're more suited for making connections with the book, where we can do joint fundraisers. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And that's really exciting, because it helps, we don't, we're saying, hey, collaborate, you're interested in doing work in this area, with sustainability, with kindness, with whatever it is, with poverty, with, education, and you've got your own things that you're doing, but incorporate the programs that we have into what you're doing, and that will help your organization do outreach and engagement and expand. It's the same thing with corporations. If corporations want to expand what they're doing, having a nonprofit partnership, which is what we're talking about actually, will help them with every facet of their organizational outreach and engagement, right? And loyalty and profitability when they adopt programs that we have. Okay, so you'll see how to go ahead and do that. Okay, and right, Alyssa went ahead and sent in, and sustainability waste management. I actually, at the behest of the Bali government, created a complete waste management program called Renew. Okay, and I believe information for Renew is on the CSR Benefits Hub website. Okay, so, but we'll get into that later, because that's one of the programs that a company can say they're interested in doing when they sign up for the CSR course. Okay, remember, there's a live integration. So there's certain programs that they can do. We don't give them access to all 40. We give them access to several, and then they choose from that which ones they're going to work on. So, and when you start signing up companies, right, for the course, remember, you're going to go through the course, right? So you're going to be alongside those companies, learning at the same time and also working on the same projects they are. Okay. All right. So very good. Okay. Someone read the script. Some brave soul. Who's going to be the first brave soul? Raise your hand. Quick. 3, 2, 1. Lynn, go for it. You gotta unmute.
Okay. This is a script, right? That hi, my name is Lynn. I am an HR volunteer specialist. This
You
is the
wanna go,
one.
you wanna go to the next one below it.
Oh, oh, hi, educator and entrepreneur Lyle Benjamin. The founder of my NPO One Planet, One People is creating a groundbreaking course that combines the benefits of CSR, work-life balance initiatives, and shareholder and stakeholder engagement and loyalty. We are looking for high-level HR and management people like yourself to do a quick 10-minute market research meeting on Zoom. And as a thank you, we'll give you an access to our CSR, HR, PR, branding, and revenue checkup. If you are willing to help out with this quick market research survey, we can go on Zoom now. The link is planetax@gmail.com, and or please text me back with your availability and I'll get you the Zoom link. Thank you. Much appreciated in advance.
Okay, so that was
Mhm.
good. There were some pauses that were kind of in the, in the not opportune place. Okay,
Mhm.
so what you want to do is sometimes in your notes, right? You can copy this also. You can put it on in a notepad, and you can put some annotation about, you can break it up further so that you can see where to pause. So,
Mhm.
hi, Joe. You know, uh, you can also say, my name is Lynn, and uh, I wanted to introduce something to you that I think might be of interest because of your position. You can add a little intro if you want in there like that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
write that down if you haven't already. Educator and entrepreneur Lyle Benjamin, the founder of my NPO, One Planet, One People, is creating a groundbreaking course that combines the benefits, you want to emphasize benefits of CSR, work life balance initiatives, and shareholder, stakeholder engagement and loyalty. Okay, so it combines these three things. We're looking for high level HR management people like yourself to do a quick 10-minute market research meeting on Zoom. And as a thank you, we'll give you access to our CSR, HR, PR, branding, and revenue checkup. If you're willing to help out with this quick okay, sorry, let me change that. You know, um, you know, you can say, you can just say, are you willing to help out with this quick market research survey? Okay. Um, or you can say, are you able to help out with this quick market research? Who likes, willing, who likes able? Okay. Which word do you like better? Okay. When I ask these questions, okay, because this is how we do our meetings when you jump on Zoom with me and you
Okay.
want to talk to something. I want your feedback as quickly as possible. Okay.
Your name
You're going
again.
to have to get really quick, right, on doing answers because when you're in meetings with these people and you're talking and they ask you something, you can't just be blank,
Mhm.
right? You're supposed to be high level admins. You're supposed to have answers. Okay. Now, the thing is that when they say, okay, right, Lynn, can you explain to me all of this course? Say, I'd love to, right? We're going to set up a meeting with you and one of the principals in One Planet, One People, right, where they're going to go ahead and do that because, right, they're the experts, okay, in everything about this, okay, until you have the knowledge built up, and that will take a little while. So we don't put you in, you're not responsible for going ahead and sharing everything about what makes the course great, right?
Okay.
If we need to do
So
Go ahead.
So if they're asking if yeah, additional question, we are we are just sharing our Zoom link, or we can set up an appointment with them so that we can explain further the
No,
course.
you're not going to explain the course at all. You're going to ask them the market research questions.
Market research. Okay.
That's
The next
the interview
the
questions here, right? And that's the
the
form link that you have that you're going to enter the
mhm.
information into. So
Oh yeah, this
you're
one.
not getting into the course at all
Mm-hmm.
because, right, we need the market research information, let's say, in order to finish the course, the
Okay.
creation of the course. Then you're gonna follow up with them and say, hey, based upon your survey and other people's survey, this is what we're doing, and we want to invite you to participate in the course at a discounted rate. That's the process. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice, right, this talk. I'll give you a link to this call. Okay. So you heard how I do it. Okay.
Okay.
And then you can go ahead and do it yourself. You want to practice it. And then before you start your calls in the afternoon, you have that schedule, you'll have right, we'll try to prepare a list of places that you can contact, but also you can do your own research through LinkedIn and things like that, right? You can use AI to do research in the United States. You want to go after large companies, okay? Not, 20-person firms, okay? You want to go with hundreds of employees, thousands of employees, things like that. Okay, I've got to jump to another meeting, right? If you have questions, you should be texting me through WhatsApp. So if you haven't yet introduced yourself to me on WhatsApp, do that first, okay? So I can say hi back, right? Right, Anne, I want you to smile. There you go. Thank you. Okay, listen, great connecting. I hope this was instructive, right? We'll have lots more
Yeah.
like this, right? And let's go and do some really good stuff.
Okay.
Okay. See you later.
See you
Bye.
later.
Everybody
Thanks,
wave.
Lyle.
Everybody wave.
Thanks,
Everybody
Lyle.
wave. Everybody wave. That's one of our programs. Smile and wave. The SAW program. Talk to you later.
Yes.
Talk to you later, Lyle.
Okay. Bye bye. Thanks.